Do you know, any history that you can tell what happened to that building, or that building, what was that building?
Actually, I do not, sir.
Okay,
I don't know what that was.
Okay. Thank you, though. Hello.
Hey,
Molly, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad to be out here.
Molly, where are you at? And tell us something about why you are here.
Okay, I'm right in front of Historic Friendship Baptist Church, the church I'm hoping to save from the wrecking ball, because it's a really good part of Atlanta history. It's inspirational. This is a church that shows how you can go from what's in your heart and your hands, working together with other people and build great things, do great things, inspire people. This church was home to Maynard Jackson. His father was called to be the pastor here, and he came here as a child and then went to Morehouse College when he was 14, graduated when he was 18, and later became the first African-American mayor of any southern U.S. city. I remember when he was elected mayor of Atlanta. You know, I was a kid, and that was an inspirational change in our city at a time when even the schools were having trouble integrating. Here came Maynard Jackson, and he brought new unity to all of us. And you know, it's a unity I hope we have more of, and fairness and openness in business, in neighborhoods. There was a new reasoning and rationale and cultural activity with him, and I think he probably drew a lot of inspiration from this church. This church was founded, I think, in 1862 by people, former slaves, who couldn't even afford a church building. They held their services in a donated railroad boxcar that they shared with a school that later became Atlanta University. Now Atlanta University and Morehouse and Spelman, which was founded in the basement of this church, they're all part of the Atlanta University Center, which is the largest African-American consortium of historical black colleges and universities in the world. This is an inspirational part of our history. You know, I think about Morehouse College, that King went to Morehouse. If King had not gone to Morehouse, would he have been inspired in the way that he was to lead our country and the way he did to lead our world? So there's a lot that happened right here in this church that has influenced our lives in the best way.
Well, Molly, what do you need to save this church from?
Well, unfortunately, there's people who just don't care about the significance of our history and remembering the people who paved the way for us to get here. The city wants to, well, in the state, this is now state property, managed by Governor Deal. They've got plans to tear this church down to give away this property basically to the Falcons. You know, you can see the Georgia Dome over there. It's coexisted with Friendship Baptist Church next to it, but that's going to be gone, and they're clearing paths, and they think that we need to get rid of this church to make way for the Falcon Stadium, a publicly subsidized private venture. One, I think that's a bad venture for our city anyway, in our state. That's not a good thing to throw away a perfectly good dome that's serving us very well. But the worst part of it to me is to disregard this treasure. You know, you can always build a stadium anywhere, as the Braves will show us, but the oldest Black Baptist church in this city, where education and religion came together to inspire so many people, all people really, to make a difference for everybody, this is irreplaceable. And you know, I think just being out here every day amongst the traffic and, you know, meeting people, and they're like, why are you out here? Because I want to save this. I looked at an old photograph on Friendship's last day. I looked at an old photograph of one of the Sunday school classes, hundreds of people on the steps, and I think they cared enough to be here. I can care enough to be here now.
Okay, Molly, thank you. We want to just take 5 and ask you those questions.
Sure.
And thank you so much.
Thanks for asking.